Hello everybody, this is Intrepid83 and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X HD. Alright, let's make our way to the boat. Hopefully we won't encounter as much resistance as we did last time with Kimario getting all up in our face, but if he's been protecting Yuna as long as she said he has been, I get the feeling he's just been quote-unquote laying down the law, if you will. Oh, that's a big bird.
A flyer! That's your department, right?
True. But, why don't we let our summoner show us what she's made of?
Switching members during battle. Press L1 during battle to switch in a character not currently being used. Just switch them in and they're ready to go. So yeah, this is the first time we've had enough characters in our party to actually make use of this, but it's L1, switch them in.
Your first real battle. Let's see some style.
Show us what your training has taught you, Yuna. Okay.
Summoning Aeons. Use the summon command to have Yuna call an Aeon to aid her in battle. Only Yuna can summon Aeons. Use it when you need help against tough opponents. When Aeons take damage, their HP decreases. Should their HP reach 0, they will leave battle and become unavailable for a time. Aeons recover HP at save spheres. I believe it actually tells you in the menu if an Aeon falls in battle. There is I believe there's actually a counter in the menu with the Aeon, letting you know how many battles before you can summon it again, kind of thing. Unless, like it says, unless you find a save sphere in which you just access that, and it'll be ready to go. So it'll recover its HP and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Save spheres are quite useful. All right, for more things than just saving. So yeah, all right, let's summon Valifor for the first time. I guess this is Yuna's second time summoning her, but first time we've summoned her in battle. So as you can see, Valifor pretty much replaced the entire party. So yeah, each Aeon generally has a regular physical attack. They've got a special attack that is exclusive to them, which can do different things. You know, has different perks to each one, kind of thing. Some of them are more useful than others, but generally they're pretty useful, especially in specific situations. It can be quite a boon to your cause, so to speak. And then also there could be either black magic or white magic that they can cast. In Valifor's case, she can cast the 4 basic spells: Fire, Thunder, Water, Blizzard. So a good balanced overall Aeon we've got here. So yeah. Also, there's the option to hit right on the D-pad to bring up the shield, boost, and dismissed commands here. Shield, basically, as you can see at the top, just says take less damage, but overdrive gauge won't charge up. And then boost, take more damage, but the overdrive gauge charges faster. So yeah, this one you kind of got to be careful of, especially early in the game when Valifor doesn't have as much HP as she could. So yeah, as later on. So yeah. And yeah, so as far as the Aeon stats go, they're directly linked to Yuna's in terms of growth. So as Yuna levels up, they will as well. Their stats will go up accordingly, kind of thing. So you don't have to worry about leveling them up on a sphere grid or anything like that. So yeah, in this case, well, we've got what do we have here? We've got Garuda. It's got 1,400 hit points. As you can see, it also gives you a little bit of a blurb up top there. Dodging its attacks is easier after inflicting darkness on it, giving you a hint as to a specific way you can deal with it, but Valifor has no way of inflicting darkness right now. So in this case, let's see how much damage we do with a physical attack. As you can see, even though we attacked, our Valifor's overdrive gauge went up a bit, and when we took damage, it went up even more as well. So yeah, basically, as long as you don't use the shielded command, any attack sent towards Valifor will charge up her gauge, or any Aeon's gauge. Basically, whether it hits or not, it'll actually charge up the overdrive gauge. So Obviously, the best case scenario is that they attack, they miss, and you get a full overdrive gauge kind of thing. So that's the best case scenario, and it can happen quite often. So yeah, so I just used the Sonic Wings attack, and as you saw, it delayed its attack a bit. So let's just see what do we want to do here. Thunder, it's not really on the ground, so that may not do much damage. Yeah, let's see if we can convince it to chill out a bit. Looks like a carnivorous bird. A bird of prey, if you will. Alright, let's do another blizzard there. Pardon. Doing some nice damage with his magic. Yeah, let's give it another one. Now keep in mind with Valifor, I believe this can apply to all Aeons as well. I believe that both their physical attacks and their special attacks, I believe they both can crit. So, yeah. And how we're doing here, we got 255. You know what, I actually want to make sure that we get Valifor's overdrive gauge charged up in this battle, so let's boost for now. Just to make sure we get it. And there we go. So it did about, well, that did what, about 50% more damage, maybe like 25%? I can't remember. But, oh well, let's finish it off then. As far as overkilling this Garuda, you need to do, pardon me, 2100 damage. And the only way I'm aware of that you can do that much damage this early in the game is with Valifor's overdrive gauge. You access it the same way you do with any other characters, just hit left on the D-pad from their command menu here, and well, anytime it shows overdrive on top there, hit left and you can see your overdrive, that kind of stuff. So I'm not sure if energy ray can do enough damage, but these do crit. So I believe the only way you can do over 2100 damage at this point in the game is if your overdrive crits. So if you're going to attempt to do it, I would suggest Energy Blast, but I would actually recommend you not to use your overdrive gauge right now for one very important reason coming up. Well, not really coming up, but well, it is coming up, but it's later. So yeah, let's just finish this thing off. As far as overdrive gauges go, I usually generally like to keep them all charged up. The only just in case kind of thing. The only exception is Tidus, just simply because his overdrives, he does have more than one, and the only way he can get more is by using the ones he has. So yeah, use them a certain number of times, and you'll get the next one, so to speak. So yeah, we're going to be using his as much as we can, like I said. And then I'll try to let you know when is a good time not to use it, kind of thing. So yeah, all right. So yeah, you definitely want Slayer equipped, overdrive mode equipped now. So just in case you're wondering there. And now I believe we can actually do the formation. Not sure if we could do this after the last battle or not. Actually, this is the first one. But anyways, so yeah, might recall me mentioning things about agility and tick speeds and all that kind of stuff. You know, higher agility means a quicker tick speed, which means you get your turn faster, and agility also determines how quickly you get your first turn in battle. So basically, if you're encountering an enemy where everybody in the front line has a higher agility than that enemy, your party will go first 75% of the time. So yeah, there are ways to change that, but that's not going to be for a while. So yeah. So in general, you want to keep your highest agility characters in the front line as often as possible. So yeah, after every battle, I'm going to be trying to remember to do that. So yeah, it may get a bit tedious, but in the long run, it can really pay off. So especially in some of the tougher battles. So it'll add you an extra layer to any strategy you want to employ, kind of thing. So yeah. All right, let's continue on.
Another one of those. No problem. Leave this one to me, huh? Say goodnight, Birdie.
Alright, and now we've got his skill menu highlighted, which is Dark Attack. It costs MP, but it does have the ability to inflict darkness on an enemy for 3 turns. Let's make use of that. Same stats as the last Gerudo we fought, so yeah. Alright, what do we got here? So yeah, it'll last for 3 turns, so let's just 3 of its turns. So let's just we could summon Valifor again if we like, but yeah, we don't have much in terms of well, we could cast Blizzard on it again, but yeah, we'll be fine. Let's defend just in case. She is missing that extra 5% HP, you know. But yeah, so. And then summon Lulu. Pardon me. And let's just have her... Yeah, let's use water this time. So yeah, don't worry too much about overkills around here right now, so... well, especially with this thing, because, well, like I said, the only thing I think we can overkill this thing is by... let's use fire this time. Is by hitting it with... Valifor's Overdrive, and only if it crits, and yeah. I want to have Valifor's Overdrive gauge charged up. Let's just go at it. Now, keep in mind as well, going back to the very first episode of this series, mentioning about Overdrive modes, we are indeed actually working on getting Waka and Lulu's Overdrive gauges here, or Overdrive modes too. Just for them from basically participating in battle. As you can see, all 4 characters got AP in that battle because all 4 characters took part, so to speak. Anytime you sub a character in, they have to do at least something. They can swap weapons and armor, or they can defend, whatever. As long as they do something for their turn in battle, rather than just subbing them in, subbing them out right away, they will gain the AP for that battle. So definitely a rather important thing to keep in mind as well. So let's get Waka some more HP. Probably didn't need to because we don't have a save sphere nearby to top it up. But Yuna, on the other hand, we could probably use another ability. And as you can see, we got 4 abilities right out the gate for Yuna here. On top of that, well, we got Flee for Tidus as well. And who else? Yeah, and then yeah, Lulu's got one coming up as well. Waka's got a couple on the horizon as well. So basically, this is kind of the reason why I've been emphasizing getting overkills as much as possible, especially on enemies that drop ability spheres early in the game, because they generally are the more difficult to come by. You'll generally go through them a bit quicker because there's fewer enemies that drop them. So yeah. But we've been fortunate with the number of ability spheres we've been getting, so yeah. Let's just take care of our first, I guess you could say, or I guess our final quote-unquote tutorial battle, just to go over everything we've done so far. So let's see, I forgot to sub in Yuna again, but oh well.
This is gonna take a while.
I'll handle it. Step aside.
Step aside. Alright, let's hit Waterflying with Thunder again. And we'll sub Yuna in to get her participation credit. Anytime I sub somebody in or out, I generally like to have them do something useful, if they can, for the battle, to help out, but in some cases, just not necessary, so yeah, let's just defend with Yuna. Ow, quit it. So yeah, we just went through the tutorial last episode about, Waka being the one for flying enemies, and generally that is true. He's good against birds and insects and flying insects and all that kind of stuff. However, as you probably saw, he wasn't able to overkill the Condor last episode. To overkill the Condor, you need to do 143 damage. So instead of having Waka take care of it, we can actually overkill it, because it is, as you can see, it is indeed weak to fire. So all flying enemies aren't equal. Birds like this, they're generally okay to use magic on. However, insects and that kind of stuff, and insects and other flying enemies, they generally have a very, I guess you could say, magic type enemies that float. They generally have a very high magic defense, so using magic won't necessarily be the best option. But in this case, we can use fire, have Lulu cast fire on it, and overkill it.
Magic, sweet magic.
And there we go. Nice assortment of spheres there. Alright, we could. Again, we probably don't need to do this for Lulu because we don't have a save sphere nearby to top her up on the MP there, but Titus, yeah, the flee ability we learned here, basically use that in a battle where you're allowed to, and it'll guarantee you a quick way out of the battle. Basically just guarantees getting everybody out of the battle immediately kind of thing. So yeah, there are battles where it's disabled, so you can't use it, but it is the quickest way to get out of battle generally, as long as Titus is in the front line there. There is an escape option for each character in battle as well, but that only applies to that specific character. So yeah, they'll attempt to escape, and they may succeed and they may not. So it's not a guaranteed escape, whereas flee is, as long as you're allowed to use it. Alright, let's heal up here, and looks like the villagers came out. Let's take one last swim, why not? Before I get on the boat. Man, this place is beautiful. If we head up here, there's a treasure chest. Could have gotten this when we first got here, but I felt like I'd let the story do its thing. We got 2 antidotes there, and you probably saw in a camera flyby, if you will, or a pan of the camera, I believe, when we first got here. But there's another treasure chest around here that we have yet to get. Man, look at those corals. If we head up here, there it is. And it has a moon crest. Ooh, that sounds special. It's not a piece of our equipment, is it? No, it doesn't look like. Oh, yeah, got something. We got a Magic Plus 3 enchanted rod here for Yuna, but we've got something better, and a bright bangle for Lulu. Dark ward on a magic user, probably one of the most useless things for a mage, but it could be used depending on how you do things with Lulu in this game, but yeah. As far as the sphere grid goes, especially in the case of the expert sphere grid. Mooncrest, a celestial token fashioned in the shape of the moon. Alrighty. Oh, still got the some of the withered bouquet left. Probably use maybe as like as incense or a potpourri or something like that at some point. But and yeah, we still got some flint as well. And this is where the Albed primers are stored as well. Teaches letter A in Albed and teaches letter B. So yeah. Alright, we got that stuff. Let's head up to the pier. They've been very kind to us so far, so I think we better not keep them waiting too long. How's it going, guys? Oh, yeah. Definitely try to put that to good use. Make sure she gets it, should we part ways. And got 3 Phoenix Downs from her. And we got a Seeker's Ring from the temple. Let's take a look at that. And as you can tell, it's the same name as the other Seeker's Ring that we saw at the Besaid Village shop, but this one gives you her 10 HP, 10% more HP instead of the 5. So yeah, that's why I passed it up back there. Stuff up our lip and all that, but as Shakespeare said, parting is such sweet sorrow. As Gandalf said in Lord of the Rings, not all tears are an evil. Or are an evil or are evil? I can't remember. It's been a while since I saw those movies. And we got 400 gil from him. Well, thank you very much. I don't know why you're giving me all this stuff. I'm just here to help the Oryx. I mean, oh, well, what a good kid. Daddy asked him to do something and he actually followed through. Really sounds like Yuna was much beloved here, and well, seems like she was really great with the kids. Aww. He almost didn't make it here.
Goodbye.
I'm sure when you reach the end of the pilgrimage, you'll be able to come back and... everybody will welcome you with open arms. And off we go.
Boo.
The team's here.
Word is that summoner's got noble blood.
Pardon me.
I heard she's Lord Braska's daughter.
You don't say.
Lord Braska's daughter? So, is Yuna's father famous or something?
She's the daughter of High Summoner Braska. You saw his statue at the temple. Lord Braska defeated Sin 10 years ago. Yuna's the heir to a great legacy.
It's tough when your father's famous.
Huh?
Waka's a bit lacking in the imagination department.
Huh?
Thanks, Lulu. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh yeah, you talked to Yuna yet? She had some questions for you.
Oh, yeah, she wanted to talk to us anyway. How's it going, guys? Ah, still looks painful. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Kamari, what's going on, man? Come on, at least say something. I mean, you tried. Well, yes, probably didn't try killing me, but it's kind of rude how you just attacked me out of nowhere like that. I mean, you could at least say something. Alright, we'll leave you alone. What else is going on around here? Let's go down. Go down into the cabin, I guess.
Ooh, them's fascinating clothes.
The hold, I guess.
Yeah! Filthy, filthy. These won't sell. All me name's not a waka. Don't look like you got much money, either. I've no business with you. Out of me way.
Who do you think you are?
Awaka the 23rd. Merchant extraordinaire.
Awaka the who?
Don't know me? Well, not many do. Not yet.
Faking it until he makes it, I guess.
But someday, the name Awaka will be spoken all over Spira. Say, lad, you wouldn't have a bit of gill to lend?
Okay, you just insult me and my clothes and now you're asking me for money. I'm gonna have to think about that one.
It figures.
Alright, looks like we got a save sphere down here, so it looks like we've got the quite the journey ahead of us here, and well, it looks like there's plenty of people to talk to, so I guess we'll have plenty to do, I guess. And also, Yuna did say she did want to talk to us as well, and Waka seems to think that she's got some questions for us, so maybe we'll go speak to her next time. This is Intrepid83 signing off. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like. Liking the video will allow other people an easier time in finding the video so that they can watch it and enjoy it as well. Subscribing and enabling notifications will well, ensure that you are notified when I upload the next video. And should you not be notified, if you're just interested in keeping up to date with any general channel updates, you can always check my feed at twitter.com/intrepid83. And feel free to share the playlist with friends, family, anybody you think might enjoy it as well, so that they can enjoy it as well. This is Intrepid83 signing off. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, be blessed, and have a good one.